Yes, sir. What's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, the one and only Birdie Flash Gamer on 2 feet. Getting it in. What's my guy doing? Alright, let's rock. Look at them cleats. I like those. Those motherfuckers look sauce. Yeah, they look sauce. Ooh, that looks sauce. Ooh. Damn, I like Atlanta, the little white junk. That little white junk is nice. That ain't what you wearing, though. You do know that. Right. About to change up these niggas' whole fits.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Man, what's up with your shit? Apple was good. What you want? Yeah. Hopefully his shit don't turn off again. He able to fucking with his internet.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back.
I'm ready, bro. Let's do this. Party rockers in the house tonight. Let's go. So
for a touchback.
Whoa, man. I don't know why I'm on here acting like this. I'm tired, huh? I must be.
Let's go.
They snap it at one. Now Ryan. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Hey, let's go. 11.
Now Ryan on second down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. It's a big play.
My nigga
there
act
for
like he
Atlanta.
grabbed that shit.
And even 40 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 30 yards. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The return man is Hill. Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he nearly takes it the whole way. But he stopped at the 4-yard line.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Sammy Watkins.
Good old Sammy.
8 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That nigga did gangster snatch that shit, didn't he?
No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Tuesday.
Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon.
So that might mean a few more wobbly passes
and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes looking downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
I could have just ran. I could have just ran in the end zone.
To the defense, they forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive
I don't know why you
perspective.
keep playing
In the
with me
rain,
like
you have
that,
to be
but
more
hey.
cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And on the ground they go with a running back across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down.
Oh, my God.
Loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Justin Hardy. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
All right, I'm done trying the new shit.
Right, the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Allen Bailey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Tuesday. Let's go. Gun.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hey. Sorry for what? Oh, okay. What are you doing? No, okay.
Third and long, it's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Butker now to kick this one away. Now Hardy on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room here to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go. 22. Hey, gun. Here we go.
On second down, Ryan. And his pass incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, wait. 12.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. It's
Jones.
Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Hey,
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, baby!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this.
Let's go!
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's caught by Coleman. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Tevin Coleman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan on
Oh,
the
my
screen.
God. Oh, my God. Oh, man. I moved
A
it.
few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I can't believe
A
that.
nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Let's go!
They'll look to run to Freeman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
That motherfucker tried to play me.
Back at the 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's what he better do.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. The dangerous Hill now to return. And some room to work. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
What is the 8-yard
That was a good
loss
run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Get up! Right!
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Right! Gun, gun! Gun, gun, gun!
Ryan. The left side completion to Jones.
I could have snatched that.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I was right there.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Ryan now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
3 down. Space, space. 53, check 53.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Better against man than zone, or
He's like the easiest
better against
person
man
to play.
because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again, Ryan. Being chased out left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He wasting all his time.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman.
You see how fast my linebacker shot across the field?
Back near midfield.
It's called
at the
a
49.
strafe burst.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So I'll put you in the game, 23.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They're going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Man,
well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Elementary.
Now it's Hunt. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Duke Riley leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Gun, gun, gun!
On 1st down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Gun, gun, gun! Hey, express, express! Here we go!
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Gun, gun, gun! Hey, Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday!
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Gun, gun! Ready, ready! Ready, set!
Throwing on 1st down. Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Gun, gun! Ready, ready! 12, ready!
To throw again is Ryan. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
12! Gun, gun! Get up! Right! Let's go!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Staying on his feet. Steps away. He can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Let's go.
Reggie Ragland able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Came in there like that. Big
Was it a
dog.
breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really
That's
matter?
how I came through
Sometimes
like
it's
that.
just a great
Big
play
dog.
made by the defense. Big-time sack.
12! Ready! Like 25! Go!
third down. Ryan. Forced out to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Not today,
and I
nigga.
think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Not today.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Now he's flushed out right. Going deep here for Watkins. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan throwing left side here, and it's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
20, 20.
Here's Ryan. And Davis with it left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Hey, express. 12.
Here's Ryan. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D. Ford in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Throwing now is Ryan. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Ryan to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Ryan. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Why did old boy have a blue Falcons shirt on?
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I've always
skeptical
said
about it, or did you trust it?
the one and
When I
only
saw
Word
just a
Vertical
big
Game on 2 feed.